Alright guys, today I'm going to hit you with a little update on this ProsperReady project we have going on here in Texas for the lake stock tank adjust. There we go. Yep. I'm going to D8 for the stock tank and the road and the house base and everything else. Welcome to the Bear Independent channel. Here's a little look at my office for the day. Caterpillar D8, older sucker, hand controls. This is your track, this is your blade, 4-way blade, not a 6-way. This is the lever for the ripper, and then you got your throttle over here, foot throttle. This is a hand lever for the throttle. Big old sucker, man. Big ripper on the back. And big old blade down there. And 48,000 pound track hoe. Time to get to work. It's hard to get scale. From there down to there is 10 feet. And then it goes another 4 foot below the water line down there. And then it's a good 7 feet from here up to the top of the bank. The rest of the way around. This is our ramp down into it. And we're done down in here. And we've pulled over 1,000 tons of white rock out of here. See that white rock on the bank over there? That white rock out, and we put I think 37 loads on what's going to become the road. You see these piles here? That goes all the way down and around that way. And then we put 40 loads or so into this area right here, which is going to become the pad for the house. And that's getting pushed with this D8 dozer. Got a little bobcat out there dressing, and then back over here, and there's the back end of a dump truck. I know it's windy. Welcome to Texas. What do you want me to do about it? But you can see we've got varying depth in here, and all these big rocks. A lot of these rocks are huge. Like this one doesn't look that big on camera, but that's the size of a Ford Explorer. That rock right there. And we pitched these rocks in here in such a way to create crevices and caves and things like that that will be habitat. Right, and you can see we got water down in here, and there's several different layers. It's real deep down here, and it steps up a little bit, and we carry this level here, steps up a little bit, comes to here, steps up a little bit, and then this is all pretty much flat, and then it comes up to the bank. And then you know, that's different levels, give you different water temperatures, slight fluctuation in water temperature, which is good for different species of fish, so forth and so on. And this is going to get bass and crappie and catfish in it, and he's even talking about bringing in some trout. Each year there's a place that stocks trout, and throwing the trout in here when it's cold. You know, if water gets above 60 degrees, they'll die, but he can fish trout every year if he wants to. There's a little island with a tree in the middle of it. You can see some of the different strata we're dealing with here. Brown dirt, and then there's black dirt, and then there's white rock, and then underneath the white rock is gray shale. And that gray shale is just hard to dig. You can see all the little tiny pieces in there. It doesn't come out in big pieces, the gray shale. The white rock, all these giant chunks of rock, that's all white rock. You can bust that out pretty easy. The gray shale just flakes apart. Here's some shale in this pile. See white rock, shale. See the difference? But this stuff, when you crush it, it turns into powder. It's not great for the top of a road because that powder gets really slick after a rain, and it'll almost make like mud and your wheels won't grab it. It's really slick, but it's good for basing, for putting underneath good rock for a road or underneath your house or whatever. And then there's a seam of good dirt here. That's good black brown dirt. And that's gonna get a little bit of sand added to it, and then go through a shaker box, a small screening plant, and then that will be used to top dress around the house after the house is built. You guys are probably, you know, motion sick already, whatever. So sorry. $53 Katadin sheep and almost a pond in a D8. And so while we're out here doing this, you know, this guy's making huge strides for preparedness out here. You know, this is a ProsperReady client, ProsperReady.com. He's got 53 Katadins, and he's got now, he'll have 2.5 million gallons of water here, and back there is a creek, and over there is another creek, and those are barns over there, and there are several dozen horses at those barns. And he's got the tractors and the heavy equipment and the pickup trucks and the blah blah blahs. He's got all the blah blah blahs. You know what else he has? Even out here doing all of this. See that? Those are residential roofs. He's got neighbors, and a lot of them. That's something he and I have been talking about. What are you going to do when the zombie masses come over your fence and eat your sheep, right? I mean, look, there's one house right there behind the track hoe. He's close. He's right there. So there are more ideal and less ideal places to live. Man, this wind is just proof of that. There are more ideal and less ideal places to live. Population density matters. We're going to have to do a lot here as far as security is concerned as well. You know, there's a lot that needs to happen here for this guy. He wants to live here. This is his land. It's his family's land. He doesn't care that the suburbs are moving in around him. He wants to live here. Copy that. Got it. But, man, cost-benefit analysis is going to cost a lot of money to live here, to make this livable for when the world ends, when the world is burning and chaos is happening all around. All these roofs over here, doesn't matter if you own these resources now. They will be in competition with you for these resources. You only own it as long as you can hold it. So, that's the game we're playing. That's the game everybody's playing to a greater or lesser degree. So, yeah, there is no perfect, but there is better and there is worse. And truthfully, I don't like this population density equation here. I don't like it. He knows I don't like it. We've talked about it, and there's things that we're going to do to deal with that. But it's his family land. His family land. This is where he wants to be. This is where he's going to be. Copy that. But for me, I would sell the family land and move somewhere else. That's what I would do. And I get it. I get it. I know it's not an easy decision to make, but there are too many houses around here. The other thing I want to show you guys is this. This thing's really cool. Called an AM tank. This is a plastic container that holds 100 gallons of diesel. And look, it's got built into it a pump and a fuel hose and a battery. You just flip the switch on that pump over there, you got 100 gallons of diesel, and it's completely portable. You can pick this up with forks on a Skytrack or a forklift or a front end loader or a Bobcat or whatever. When it's empty, one strong guy or two regular guys can move it. It weighs nothing. And when it's not empty, you pick it up, move it around with forks. You could have a half and a dozen of those on trailers, working different job sites. Go get them filled up, then just make your rounds, drop them off at different job sites. thought that's cool, really cool. So we have that on rental as well from the equipment rental place. The guy's a dealer for him. I thought that was cool. So anywho, yeah, that's what we're doing out here. But the point is, like, A, there is no ideal. B, you need to do the things, right? This guy's doing the things. And if you're not doing these things this way, be thinking about what can you be doing to do the things your way, where you're at. And security matters, man. Like, the next construction phase here is to, you know, we're gonna finish this road, and then we'll get the foundation on the house going. But the next consulting phase, security. It's not yours unless you can keep it. Shalom.